Hello everyone, I hope you are all feeling very well today. In this video I'm going to be showing you a brief preview of my Sulani Stories save file. All you will need is base game and island living. I made sure to disable every pack except for those two just so that way it is authentic and I only use those two. So I will have the link down in the description down below. You will, if you want, you can download and unzip the folder and place the contents into your saves folder. You'll load the game and find Sulani save shipwrecked with this group of people right here. You'll hit play and it will load in Sulani. Now, everything here was completely made by me. I am not very familiar with beach-styled homes, so I hope I did okay with it. I kind of went by what the originals kind of look like a little bit. I didn't update the originals, I demolished it and then rebuilt from scratch. But anyways, I kind of tried to incorporate what it kind of looked like before. So, I apologize for not saying these names correctly. So, I say so many times. I am so sorry. See, I just did it again. Anyways, I have the Kahanaui family, Nagata, Huapili, and Kialoa families that I have updated. And one of them, I did change their career just because the career they had didn't quite match the skills and the personality that they had. I also added in a gym and a park, and this park does have a wedding center in it, so that way your Sims can get married in Sulani instead of having to go to a base game world to get married. Now, the Sims I added was Kalua. Akamu came to the islands after the passing of his mother. He had to find out his heritage and where his mother grew up. Turns out there is a lot more to his culture than what he thought. And then I have the Siren Sisters. Loia just wants what is best for her sisters, but just the thought of humans realizing that humans may exist is fuming her. She must protect her little sisters no matter what the cost. She'll destroy anyone who tries to take her sisters from her, even weaponizing her voice. I have Shipwrecked. Elise, Brian, and John were the only ones that survived the shipwreck, but the shipwreckage wasn't even on the island they washed up on. Of course, the only luggage they managed to find was Elise's, so John and Brian had to wear the only clothes they had on. Now they must build their own shelter and decide whether they want to stay on the island or try to find a way out. And then finally, I have created the Kawane family. I'm sorry if I am not saying that correctly. I looked up Polynesian names and the meanings of it. So that is what I came with. Kanoa comes from a long line of mermaids, but she doesn't like how no one believes her when she claims to be one of those mythical creatures. She wants to prove to every human that mermaids are real and they do not need to be afraid. Kanoa wants to show her daughter that she can be proud of who she is. Now there is one starter save, or not starter save, starter build. The Lagoon Look over here, which is 18,973. I will also show you a little bit of the neighborhood areas. So I'll go to the Kialoa family and go into their home. Now, all the homes were built like in vision of the families, so they all have their necessities of what they need and kind of what their traits and their skills are. They were all given a budget, and I stuck to that budget. Some of them have a lot more spending money than others, and so on and so forth. But this is their home right here. And there is train paint. I know you can barely see it, but it's sand. So I just tried to find something that's a little bit darker than the sand that's already on the beach. And then over here, trying to find it, there it is. Here is the starter home. Right here, it is a studio with an attached bathroom right here that is separate. There is a door, so there's no open bathrooms there. And then over here is the gym area. Now there is train paint here, but you can't see it unless you're on the lot. It's a glitch. I don't know how to go around that, but here's the beach area. And this beach is All the beaches are very basic. They have the necessities, and basically all you do is swim anyways, so there's that. And then over here is the bar. I tried to make it colorful, kind of, and kind of a little bit different than what the bar that was originally already there. I tried to make every lot like full of this greenery. I loved the grass, the shrubbery that this pack came with, just because of how luscious it looks. I love it. And then finally, over here in this neighborhood, this is the next home. Obviously, there is train paint there. You just can't see it because we're not on the lot. But this lot specifically has the Island Spirits trait onto it just because of the way the family has. It's basically their story description, what it shows. Okay, so there is that neighborhood. Now I'm going to move on to the next neighborhood. I will go into the Sirens Home over here and kind of show you that house. It is a one-story house. Yes, it is on a big lot, but most of it's water anyways, and I thought that would be perfect for the mermaids. But anyways, this is their home. It is very basic. They have plenty of money to spend. And there it is. It's very small. They don't need very much for being mermaids that spend most of their day in the water anyways. But yeah, that's their little home. And now I'm going to search for the other homes, which, okay, this is the beach. And I kind of created it to be more of a dock beach where you can dock your ship and kind of roam around on the island. And then over here, here's a home. Is a very basic home. It is a starter home as well, I believe, but somebody is living there. And then we have this modern styled. I did want to do at least one modern. In this one, there is a couple that is living there, and it is more modernized than the other builds. I just wanted to try it. I'm not sure if I'm too fond of it, but I don't absolutely hate it. And then over here, this is another small, a lot of the island homes are very small, honestly, but they all cater to who lives there, which is great. But that is that island, so I'm gonna go to Manage Worlds again and move over to where the waterfall stuff is. I am going to show you this one over by the volcano. Now, the volcano, this one specifically, I did not have the volcanic activity lot trait. Just send to daycare, I don't care. It's fine. Okay, so this is the home right here. They have lots of money that you can just update it and add extra things if you want and whatnot. There is a mailbox right there. I don't know why it spawns in a mailbox when I add one in, but it's just how it is. Now I'm gonna go over here. This is the shipwrecked one. Very basic, your standard like starter legacy technically, kind of like a rags to riches maybe. I mean, it's not empty. There are beds, there's the basic necessities, but one of them has almost max handiness. So like I have some like the handiness tub over there and a handiness workbench over here, and there's some towels there, just like the basics technically. And then finally, this way, this way, this way. This is the park over here. There is train paint. Obviously, we're not on the lot, so you can't quite see it as much. But this is the Admiral's wreckage that I turned into a park area. Here is the little wedding area. There's a nice little piano there, just that way you have some music when you're walking down the aisle. A little reception area. There's a kitchen in this house, and there's some toddler things to do in there. There's toddler potties, so that way they don't feel left out technically. Little children's playground over here, and then like the bar area with a couple like stalls for food and whatnot. But anyways, that's basically the preview of my Sulani story save file. I hope all of you enjoyed this, and I will say this now. Bye-bye.